Hello, I'm EnterElysium, and we're playing Shadowrun Returns, the indie game that came out a couple of weeks ago, which is some sort of top-down XCOM-like role-playing game. We were playing a Decker, but everyone said, actually, everyone else on the internet is playing a Decker in their walkthrough and playthrough things. So, you know what, I went and redid the first mission, and now we're playing an adept with a sword, which is pretty cool. So yeah, anyway. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped backseat of a cab following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders. A legal chop shop for body parts. Whether from the living or the dead, if you're hurting bad enough for Noyan, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watts' body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. So, let's continue. Apparently he's in the back. The smell of death in the composition washes over you. You're only slightly masked by the faint, minty fresh of antiseptic. Cool. That's lovely. Hovering over the resuited part is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job." A little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour. Some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, ma'am? Are you the coroner? I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. So yes, that makes me the franchise area coroner too. And you are? Oh, I'm now called Paradox. You know, because I had to change the name to make it more magically. I don't know, Paradox isn't a great magical name. Paradox, and hear about Sam Watts. His grin fades. And what makes you think I know anything about that? Sam had a located chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here. I see. Well, you're right. He's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it, with what being all the way out here in the Barrens. So who told you he was dead? Stan's such a ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he has a hunch. Dwarf raises an eyebrow, a smile wiping suspicion from his face. The dead man's switch air. Fascinating. I was working on his earlier. He's over here. So let's go find our dead fallen friend. He's my second Emerald City. I can't speak today. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Wrong voice. Oops. Ripper, huh? I guess the classics never go out of style. He sighs. Not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that he liked the original Jack, our Ripper, knows how to handle a scalpel. This one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. Delicious, a trophy hunter. And what was it? Watts' liver was cleanly cut out. How about the other lucky contestants? The first victim's heart was missing, and the third had its spleen removed. Dresden, get out here! Oh, something there. I'm here about the new Ripper Vic, Sam Watts. Picked up a medkit. Sam's body's half covered by a sterile surgical sheet, his face an ashen white for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest is a small pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Below that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what he wanted from him and took it. Look at the cred stick. Take the cred stick. He's dead. He doesn't need the money. Look at the business card. It says Seamstress Union. There's something written on the back, but blood's made it illegible. Look at the handwritten note. Sam, I feel terrible that we argue. We have been long to say I'm sorry. See you there, love Jessica. Look at the purple shirt. It's Sam's shirt, several buttons are missing and blood has thoroughly soaked it through. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Put down the evidence bag. Let's go talk to McCluskey. Towering over the diminutive corridor is a homicide detective right out of central casting. If you ignore the tusked pointy ears and Neanderthal brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this is a new Repovic. What? Name's familiar. Didn't his mother get herself killed a while back? So he insisted at the time. Come on, she offed herself. He had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. The replicates my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic and then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. He has a decent understanding of human metahuman autonomy too. So I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon. Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medical aficionado. You're no damn help, dwarf. He finally notices me. You note his superhuman powers of observation. I don't have the strength to be threatening. Who the hell are you? I'm the nobody who didn't hear nothing. That's right, and if you ever do hear something, I'll knock it right out of your head. I like him. Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. And he runs away. You always make friends that easily. I'm great at dinner parties too. Be straight with me, you're really going to work for the dead man? We could mention the money, but I don't want to mention the money in case someone's like, oh, well, I want a cut for helping, so... I'm going to bring his killer to justice, at least street justice. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He's convicted his own mother if it meant another 10.9 a week in his paycheck, plus he's on the take. Dresden pauses, considering. You have honour, after a fashion. I'll try to honour the dead in my work, so we have that in common. How can I help you? Where was Sam killed? You know, I might be able to help you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you can find anything useful? Okay then, I'll go do that. Let's have a look at this body locker. John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. It's not bad. Open the drawer. It reveals a fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest, in addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen. The body seems to be in very good condition. Whoa, easy there. In one quick move, he jumps out of the drawer and stands up. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking out above his collar. An interesting combination. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. Sorry, didn't expect you to be so alive. Yeah, Dresden thinks he's pretty funny. You're not the first person he's pulled this one on. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, you'll notice that you haven't killed me yet. That's good. If you want me after me, what's your story? Let's rip a victim. How did you know him? Sam here. Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and again at a reunion. Decent enough guy, always in trouble over something or other though. John, is this lady cool? Yeah, she's on the level. Working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help her out. Maybe even mop around the shop all day. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Well, thanks for volunteering me. He pauses, might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then, the name's Jake and you are... I'm nice to meet you, Jake. I'm Paradox. I'm well-mannered too, such a rare thing in this city. I know, my accent's all over the place. I can't help it. Well, it sounds like you can dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with him the other night. He was hanging at the Seamstress Union that night, tripping out on Rowdy. I've been laying low for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kabuta asked me to throw some out, so I did. But in the alley, some gang has got the jump on me. Damn, maybe I need a cup of soy calf after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. Now, what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John, you're real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat court bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweens got the jump on us. Damn gang thought they could turn a profit on my head. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw him. Until he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last day in this place. Do you know anything else? I know they found his body a block away from the Union, just lying there in broad daylight. That's the Barons for you. Wish I'd been there if the slag and gammas hadn't come along. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score. There's Halloweeners out there. The leader got the whole gang searching the Barons for me. I need to get rid of those assholes. In return, I'll take you to the place that Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit the streets alone at night, trust me. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What'd you say? It's nice to have someone watching your back out there, assuming you can trust them. I get it. Gotta be careful in this trade. I'm not one to go back on a deal, though. John can vouch for that. Plus, you know that I'm hiding out right. Doesn't leave me a lot of room to sell you out. What'd you say? Do like a bit of street justice every now and then. Alright, Jake, count me in. Because we are trading favours, so... Otherwise, I would be asking for cash. I'm a professional, but we're trading favours, so... Great, I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with the Halloweeners. I'm surprised you made this morgue in one piece without packing some heat. No guns for me, melee's my game. I've got a baseball bat. Awesome. If you're buying. Ooh, I want to raid his supply locker first. Yoink, trauma kit. Yoink, med kit. Let's leave and fight some gangers. Now, we are playing the consummate professional, so we will want cash as reward for any, proper dealings. Run the Seattle rule, sooner or later you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. It doesn't matter your business, the Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slums, add a dash of tourist trap and you've got a recipe for mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and depression of the streets. Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with mucocidal exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what. He exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tells him he's home. So, let's continue. Round the corner in the alley. Hell yeah. Looking for a date? Elves are my favourite. There we go. Open the safe. Take the gear. Hand over the loot, bozos! Right, what do I have? I've got a baseball bat. But I've also got the power killing hands. So that'll up my damage with hands. And let's just punch a street thug. Or, we could miss. That works too. Wow, Jake's pretty badass. A grenade, really? Lame. Wow, one punch. We are awesome! So, welcome to the Barrens. Guess I need to find a new spot to hide my gear. Good, dead drops are so hard to keep. Well, at least they would do dumb to break my lag lock. Now that you've got some gear, let's go deal with those Halloweeners. Yeah, I don't really need the gear. Worried man. Hello, worried man. Can I help you? You need some help? Ooh, I only fight when I've been paid to. Oh, we can pay you. Some thugs are shaking down the market we've set up. It's been getting worse lately. I don't think we can afford to pay them forever, but no one will stand up, and Lone Star is about to get involved. How many of them are you, and how much are you paying? I think there's only 2 of them right now, but I can't talk about the price, but Mrs. James will surely reward you fairly. Okay, they're up the top here. Let's go fight these guys and get some money. And Jake's going to come along as free backup. Hell yeah. Commerce is like a weed taking root in the cracks and crevices of the world wherever it can. A small street market has flourished here amidst the crumbling buildings of the Redmond Barrens. But we barely have anything left! He's being mean. I don't have etiquette, gang, or strength. Bet your mum's real proud of you right now, because you know you should go with the mum angle on the gangers, because they're always really sensitive. Like I ain't heard that before. I don't see a badge, so why don't you mind your own? Because I'm sick of gut punts like you. Dash ISIS lady. Ow. Oh, you punched me, did you? Really? Really? You're gonna punch me? Okay, let's play this game, bitch. You're going down. You get into cover. And let's blast you a fireball. You died instantly, wow. Oh, you've got a baseball bat too. Oh, man after my own heart. Bam. I'm awesome. I can't thank you enough. I hate the seaside bloodshed, but those men would not take no for an answer. We simply want to make our own way in the world. Please, it's the least we can do. We'll take the money, yeah. It was a job. It was a really poorly paid job, let's be honest, but it was a job. Hey, asswipes! Take another step forward and we're gonna plant you right there. This is Halloween property now. This is one of those 2 that got away. If I hadn't missed my shots, these guys would have given up and moved on by now. Wait a minute, you're rolling with Jake? Bad idea, chummer. The Halloweens are collecting that bounty and killing you? Well, that'd be a nice bonus. No, because you're gonna die. Move you to there. How much damage? Oh, we could probably kill him, actually. There we go. Dead. Do we have any, like, AP increasing? There we go. Hit chance. I could do that. And... do you remember the last attack? Yeah, you do. Good. Now to punch you. Oh, I missed that one. Damn it. Oh no, I took 4 damage. That hurt so much. Okay, 10 from a baseball bat hurt a bit more. Let's move on to one of these ley lines. And that way we can cast more, cheaper, better, I don't know. They do something, they give some sort of bonus to magic characters. Aim accuracy increase, sure, go for it, because I'm just going to punch you to death. Okay, I can nearly punch you to death. Jake, finisher. You're dead, Jake. Increase my accuracy. Ow, that really, really hurt. You better have your healing ability, Jake. You do, good. Now you will die. Although first of all I need to go killing hands. 13 damage on a troll, that's not bad. That's one thing I don't like about this game, it gets a bit difficult to select units when they're like that. Now you die. Whoa, Uncle, I was just playing with you. I'll call off the rest of the Halloween if Jake call it even, yeah. What do you think, Jake? Hey, I'm already on shoot on sight status with these guys. Killing John Paul means one less wiener to shoot me in the back while I'm buying smokes. Hell, they'll be doing the same to you as soon as there's a profit. You're right, let's finish this. Good old-fashioned end. Where are we meant to be going? Oh, here. Here we are. So yeah, there we go. We're a little bit squidgy. I think we need to tank up a little bit more before we try anything major. As approaches the scene, Jake spies the flashing red and blue lights ahead. Well, hold a minute. Lone Star isn't above collecting a corp, issued bounty, and the one on my head isn't going away anytime soon. He sighs. Sorry, friend, this is where I passed a virtue. Thanks again for the help with the Halloweeners. Here's your payment. They don't take knowing where I'm going, and you look like you could use those funds. Ooh, he gave me 1,000. That's nice. Likewise, Jake, give me a call when you're clear. Hey, one more thing. When you're done checking out your pal's crime scene, pop to Seamstress Union's just down the street. You need gear information, just a damn stiff drink. It's the place to be. And he runs away, like a sissy girl. The bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to the white chalk outline and the dark red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam Watts died. Standing in the entrance to the alley, the Lone Star officer. The officer looks cold, hungry, and irritated. The homesman is currently pestering him. I keep telling you, I need to get my stuff from the alley or I'm gonna die in this cold night. And I've been trying to explain to you, this is an official Lone Star investigation. I can't let anyone in there. Hey, I got rights. Look, you sinless garbage, I've got a job to do. Find a new blanket or find a reason to use my stun baton. Typical, I hate all you pigs. Hello, officer. Etiquette security. What? They didn't radio you? Damn, operator's probably asleep again. I'm here to take over your shift. You can head back to base. Yeah, where's your uniform? Come on, clearly I'm not with the Star. Private security contractor, temporary assignment. Sounds like your boss is a few guys short this week. Yeah, I've been pretty thin lately. Anyway, it's about friggin' time someone showed up. Thanks for the relief. You can go now. Okay, you're just going to stand there. Fair enough. Amidst the shards of broken glass, you find a small piece of glass which looks at the bottom of a test tube. Huh. There are two distinct sets of footprints, a human's and a chalk outline, and a larger set, possibly an orc or troll. The work light is new. You can see above the alley's normal lights are being ruined. Upon close inspection, they've all been imploded, as if some force shattered them at the same time. There's a coat in the blanket the old man was trying to get to. Let's pick it up. Oh, there's something underneath. It's a receipt or something for the Seamstress Union, and so his name is Coyote. Anyway, we want to be able to use the stuff we've just picked up to try and persuade the old man to tell us what he saw. You! I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What do you want? I think this coat and these blankets belong to you. My stuff, my decent of you. I don't see that kind of thing too often out here. Know anything about the murder that took place here? You a copper? Or working for some corp? Just a freelancer. I need to ask you some questions. Good, I never told those corps and salary nothing. What do you want to know? Let's not go straight for the murder thing. You might shut down. So let's be like, so, sounds like you live in this alley. Sure, for the last couple of months I've been sleeping there, but I spend my days up doing odd jobs for the street merchants or panhandling tourists over near the Seamstress Union. Okay, let's go straight for the murder question. Nope, and I can't say I'm sorry I missed it. I was hauling treats for Mrs. James up at the market. Can't carry as many as I used to, so it took a while. Got back here in time to see a couple of tourists poking all over my home turf. By then, that jerk-face in the uniform had already set up shop in my alley. True, he did leave his bedding there, so he was probably actually not at the scene, because otherwise he'd have probably taken his bedding. Considering he needs it so much. Although, you know, if he was really scared, he could have ran off. I don't know. What else did you see that night? Well, you know, early in the night I saw a big and ugly troll in green hospital scrubs snooping around the block. He bought some donuts and 2 cups of soy calf off a den over there. Seemed a bit nervous. And he did everything with his left hand because his right was all screwed up with some cyberware. Can you tell me more about the troll cyberware? Well, it was big, and I think it must have had some hospital attachments because I saw some needles. It was like the one I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me. Let me tell you, never trusted one of them cyber people. He does realise I'm an elf, right? That's all I need to know, thanks. See you around. Okay. Bye-bye. Are you Dan? Are you Dan? Or are you Dan? That's Sally. That's Dan, the donut man. Dan, the donut man. Smell of fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burned sock is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage stench of Redmond streets. The troll working stand is covered in food stains older than he is. You sold some donuts for troll wearing scrubs last night? Maybe. Also to you. Always sell lots of donuts. To a lot of people. I know a Lone Star profile's metahumans. I'm about to tell them about a troll they bought donuts from me right before a murder. They'll haul him in just to see if they'll pay the bill. Not today, my friend. Damn it. Maybe if I was like a troll, he would actually be sympathetic. Damn it. Well, I don't want any donuts or soy calf since you're going to be unhelpful. You know, did you see the murder in the alley across the way? Nope. I was closed when it happened. Oh, fine. Be that way, right. Hi, Bobby. Hey, chummer, I got some tasty mussels for you. Just got every best-dressed Shadowrunner should have, and here's her back pocket. What have you got? Oh, you've got stims. You give bonuses to, pardon me, body strength or strength and willpower. I'm not massively fussed over that. I probably should be, but they're expensive and I need to save the money. Let's go to the Seamstress Union. And I think we'll save the episode there. So, cool. We found the murder scene. We've seen our friend's body. We've got in a couple of fights and made a friend, I think, in the way of Jake. Although, you know, it was more sort of a business thing, so we'll see. Anyway, cool. I've been EnterElysium, and stay shiny.